What happens to a Malakim when they go bad? Malakim don't go bad. Welcome to In Nomine, a celebration of my favorite tabletop role-playing games. This In Nomine YouTube channel is a sister channel to Evil Live. Subscribe if you're new to the channel because today we are continuing our In Nomine series with this episode, Malakim, the Virtues, a Choir of Angels. Though Malakim stand alone in the heavenly host as being openly arrogant, painfully tyrannical, frequently cruel, and generally destructive, it's only because they embody the purity of heaven's honor coupled with the swiftness of its wrath. Resonance is both the nature of a celestial and the supernatural power they wield in the symphony. For Malakim, their resonance is honor. It means more to them than their very lives. They are able to see the purity or selfishness in a human, able to spot a weasel in a crowd. Malakim feel charged to make a difference, so if they spot a human in need, the Malakim will be there to help them, even if it means sending them to the next life. This doesn't extend to every human they meet, as there is a war to be fought, but the Malakim demand honor, discipline, and respect. Fail to deliver, and you may be faced with a Malakim-sized problem. They are deadly serious, and seemingly only the Ophanim are willing to stand in their way, eager to give their honor a metaphorical wedgie just for the fun of it. Dissonance is the consequence for acting against your nature, and it can lead to the fall. For Malakim, dishonor will earn them a note of dissonance. They would rather have their forces ripped from their soul than shirk their duties. Point in fact, there are no fallen Malakim, in part because they enjoy the hell out of their jobs. Other choirs believe it's because they police themselves rather than allow a fellow Malachite to fall. Every Malachite has their own sense of honor, their own code they live by, and they expect those around them to follow that same code. They frequently take 2 to 4 oaths toward their codes of honor. Some may have more, but never less than 2. First, they never suffer evil to live by choice. And second, they never surrender in a fight. This extends to being captured. Malakim prefer death, as they're accustomed to trauma, having felt it numerous times. In their celestial forms, Malakim appear as shadowy, human-like figures with large black wings glinting with purple. They downplay their vessels, preferring utilitarianism in appearance. They also prefer real animal skin to synthetic, especially if they hunted it themselves. Malakim may seem ruthless, but their honor and purpose is unquestionable. They are driven to heaven's purpose and never relent. For those Malakim who reflect on their natures in the symphony, they see themselves as heavy brass drums, setting the very rhythm of the symphony with their strong hands and cold hearts. As the Malakim's resonance relates to personal honor or the lack thereof, they are able to size someone up with a successful resonance roll. This allows them to make a snap judgment. The check digit determines the amount of information ranging from the most noble or ignoble act the target has done in the last week to knowing the height or depth of their very spirit, including what they aspire to. As most humans are capable of selfishness that dwarfs even diabolicals, Balseraphs are another breed entirely, so a perceptive Malachite might be able to know a Balseraph through their vessel as well. As you can see, Malakim is a brutal warrior choir that cannot fall, but is still able to fight the war in a manner they see fit so long as they do not bring dishonor to themselves. This is the perfect choir for a combat-heavy or morally questionable campaign of In Nomine. I highly recommend you give them a try. Thank you for watching today's In Nomine episode. Subscribe and ring the bell if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to click the like button and comment to let others learn about this award-winning role-playing game and this channel. And as always, remember that evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there and be evil.